Good afternoon, I'm Max Parsons and welcome to Solent Sports News. Aston Martin have revealed their AM26 car in a launch event in Saudi Arabia. This marks a new chapter for the Silverstone-based team as it's their first Adrian Newey designed car. The team hope to showcase their precision, creativity and a clear vision for the future ahead of the pre-season testing later this week. Formula One driver Kimi Antonelli has avoided injury after crashing near his home in San Marino. The Mercedes racer was unhurt when he hit a wall on Saturday night. The first official day of pre-season testing starts in Bahrain tomorrow, with the opening Australian Grand Prix kicking off the season earlier next month. US skier Lindsey Vonn has had surgery on her leg fracture after a dramatic crash at the Winter Olympics. The two-time world champion ruptured the ligament in her knee just 9 days before the event. Despite this, Vonn says she does not regret competing for another medal, stating, "I tried, I dreamt, I jumped." The Players' Championship event got underway yesterday, which marks the start of the floor tournament in the darts season. Mickey Mantle was the first player to pin perfection this season as he hit a 9-darter against Kyle Snead in the last 64. But it was James Wade who claimed the title, beating Nathan Aspinall in the final. Sticking with darts, could it be the ideal university sport? 32 students battled it out for points in the UDUK Order of Merit on Saturday. Here's a snippet of what's to come on the 230s packages. And it's a massive help both physically and mentally. However, during this period, exercise sees a huge drop in participants. Overall, 31% of people stop running due to the cold weather. Here's a preview on the benefits of running in winter. In the Premier League, Manchester City found 2 late goals to beat Liverpool at Anfield in front of fans for the first time since 2003. Wolves' 3-1 defeat to Chelsea keeps them at the bottom of the table, as Spurs fall short at Old Trafford in a 2-0 defeat to Manchester United. West Ham's 2-0 victory away at Burnley brought them 3 points from safety. Despite the win, fans still voiced their feelings on the board with their red card protest.
I think you've got to go into the game understanding the situation of both teams. I think we've
at the helm after his side's recent defeat to Manchester City. Slot stated, "This season is the toughest he has had as a manager by a mile, and his side are not performing to Liverpool standards. His side have just 24 points from 20 games, which is 1 less than Roy Hodgson got in his 20 games in charge. The Reds' title defence has collapsed, with them fearing not even making the Champions League." The finale to the most anticipated haircut of all time may be on this evening. Manchester United travel to West Ham this evening as they look to make it 5 wins in a row. The Hammers are in good form, however, winning 3 of their last 4 games as they fight to stay in the league. Viral Reds fan, the United Strand, hope he can end his 493-day uncut hair with a 5th win in a row, while many cruelly hope he's forced to continue.
You've got to go into the game understanding the situation of both teams. I think we've tried to paint that picture to the players in every game we've played so far, and it'll be the same come Tuesday night. The type of game, the feel of the game, what kind of skills we're going to have to try and draw on. You know, different games throw up different things. So.
Oxford United host Norwich City tonight in the Championship. The U's sit 23rd and are looking to close the gap on Leicester City, who sit above the drop zone on goal difference. The Canaries are sat in 17th and are looking to comfort their position outside the relegation zone. A win for Oxford would close the gap to 1 point with 14 games left of the season. Chelsea Women's have confirmed that head of football Paul Green has left the club after 13 years. Green joined in 2013, overseeing the club win 19 major trophies. His departure comes alongside Chelsea women's manager Sonia Bampastor re-signing with the club to 2030. The Six Nations are underway, and Wales continue their dismal run of form after being on the receiving end of a 48-7 drubbing to England. Our reporters were at Twickenham and popped the question of should the prestigious competition have relegation introduced.
Do you think the teams that finished last in the Six Nations should be relegated and replaced by someone else?
Oh, brutal.
I don't think so, no.
Definitely. It's starting to get a closed shop now.
Well, you look at Italy 5 years ago, look how they've come to now.
Do you know what? I'm not sure they should, because just being realistic about the kind of structure.
Couple of Welsh mates, and I'm not trying to get beaten up by them, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that question, actually.
Raducanu has retired from the opening round of the Qatar Open. The 23-year-old was into the third set against Camila Osorio when she withdrew after having her blood pressure taken. It is now the third time that the Brit has called on her trainer mid-match for that reason, following last week's Transylvania Open final and the Wuhan Open back in October. The match had been tied at 1 set apiece. From negative points to title contenders, Solent Futsal's first team are having a redemption story of dreams. Here is a preview from our package where we go to see how they have turned things around.
I think, again, it's to do with the players being, like, the togetherness of the players. They really want to try and do better than they did last year. This year, they've been open to some changes, which, you know, thankfully for me, I've been able to try and help. And they've taken well to it.
The T20 World Cup game between Pakistan and India on Sunday is now expected to go ahead as usual. Pakistan had originally planned to boycott the game in support of Bangladesh, who withdrew from the competition due to political issues. However, the Pakistani government have instructed their team to play. That's all for now, but don't forget to check out our website, Solent Sports News, for more live updates, and I'll see you at 2:30.